Temporarily from the White Mountains in the Shire, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, June 23rd, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.74 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,257 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 2 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $2,701. Antiwar.com reports faced with a massive military spending increase proposal from President Trump and a budget committee which expected to well exceed even that, the House Armed Services Committee has decided to outdo everyone by advancing its own $640 billion base budget. The sequestration figure for the spending budget is $549 billion. The sequestration figures, of course, have always been circumvented at any rate, but President Trump's $603 billion proposal was far above the usual levels of excess spending. Even then, it was quickly attacked by congressional hawks as insufficient. The Budget Committee was expecting this to be settled somewhere around $621 billion. Committee Chairman Mac Thornberry of Texas insisted he wanted this even higher figure for a while, but suggested he might be willing to tolerate a slightly lower final number if it came with guarantees that spending in future years would remain high. Ironically, Thornberry cited sequestration as one of the main reasons he thinks spending needs to be so huge now, intending to make up for the lower budgets of prior years, despite the plain fact that prior years of sequestration never actually happened, and emergency spending bills were always tacked on to well exceed the caps.
For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports Boeing announced it will cut 200 jobs at its South Carolina plant where President Donald Trump gave a speech in February promising he would create new jobs. Boeing said the layoffs are part of a plan announced in December 2016 to better compete with its French rival, Airbus. By the time of that announcement, the company had already cut about 5,000 jobs throughout the year. According to the Post and Courier, Joan Robinson-Berry, vice president and general manager of Boeing South Carolina, told employees in a memo Thursday morning, "We are well aware of the need to be more competitive in a relentlessly challenging industry. Our competitors do not rest in the drive to win sales campaigns, and neither can we. While we understand the business need, it doesn't make this action any easier." Earlier this year, Trump told Boeing workers in South Carolina that he would bring back manufacturing jobs by preventing American companies from sending jobs overseas. Trump said, "On every front, we are going to work for the American people. Nowhere in our focus, and I mean this strongly, and our focus has to be strong. But my focus has been all about jobs, and jobs is one of the primary reasons I'm standing here today as president, and I will never, ever disappoint you. Believe me, I will not disappoint you." The job cuts do not go into effect immediately. Workers scheduled to be laid off will be given a 60-day notice on Friday, and Boeing said fortunes could change before the notice period is up. A Boeing spokesman said the number in 2 months could be lower than what they are today.
Born into a devastating world and raised among the crowd, the Cloudwalker assumes a new identity and begins the unrelenting quest for truth. In this epic journey, he discovers dark secrets about aspects of his previous life that he once trusted. Through the journal of the Cloudwalker, he shares both the traumatic hardships and the eternal beauties of his experiences. Fueled in the beginning by his unsettling thoughts and emotions, he learns how to find peace with everything he has woken up to. Dear Society by the Cloudwalker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
Reuters reports a federal judge on Thursday temporarily blocked the deportation of about 100 Iraqi nationals rounded up in Michigan in recent weeks who argued that they could face persecution or torture in Iraq because they are religious minorities. U.S. District Judge Mark Goldsmith in Michigan issued an order staying the deportation of the Iraqis for at least 2 weeks as he decided whether he has jurisdiction over the matter. Goldsmith said it was unclear whether the Iraqis would ultimately succeed. The arrest shocked the close-knit Iraqi community in Michigan. 6 Michigan lawmakers in the U.S. House of Representatives urged the government to hold off on the removals until Congress can be given assurances about the deportees' safety. The Michigan arrests were part of a coordinated sweep in recent weeks by immigration authorities who detained about 199 Iraqi immigrants around the country. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.